thing. Good morning, this your boy Indian Mac. Um, let's break down this land patent shit that's going around. And shout out to Dan Calloway. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Phoenix Moon. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the American Indians who are doing the right thing, who is speaking up and speaking against wrongful actions that's getting our people locked up. Once again, these are actions that will get our people locked up, and not only locked up, but they will lose their land if they have any, and they take these steps. So what we have going on is let's just look at this whole thing. Let's just look at it. Does it look wrong to you? What is your first impressions of seeing this land patent? Because it looked like somebody just typed it up. It don't look professional. I don't know what it looked like to you guys, but to me, this is not professional at all. Um, this is somebody who clearly has not went to school and learned the proper way to type legal documents or just type a motherfucking paragraph period. But it says right here, steps to secure a land patent claim. So to prevent someone from evicting you off from the land you thought you owned, once again, to prevent someone from evicting you off from the land you thought you owned. So this is for people squatting. The first sentence alone is for people squatting. You need to create documents to declare and secure your land patent. But right here, it says you need to create documents to declare and secure your land patent. The following instructions are the steps to create the land patent claim. But right here, keep up. We do not give legal advice. They always hit y'all with this shit. They telling you to do some shit, some legal shit, right? they want to give you legal advice, but turn around and say we do not give legal advice. So if you don't give legal advice, the motherfucker, what are you doing passing this shit on as the truth? You dig what I'm saying? Well, here it is, like they blitzing you with this bullshit. No, we counter the blitzes, nigga. But look, it says once again, we do not give legal advice, but want you to do something illegal with your land, right? We talking about documents, right? And go on. It further goes on to say, so we present these instructions for your edification as educational materials only, in hope that you will prepare yourself to stand. Man, look, educational materials, educational purposes only. They always beware of these motherfucking sayings. Once again, it's two sayings that they use. They always use this shit. When they say we do not give legal advice, and when they say this is for educational purposes only, or in this case, educational materials only, same shit. That you will prepare yourself to stand as our forefathers did, and as the founding fathers of this nation did, with your land, liberty, and rights intact. Now, because you can, let's do it. Okay. So now, not only are they using false history, talking about as the founding fathers did of this nation, they don't even know who the real motherfucking founding fathers are. They're using information that uh, they're using basic information that the lies that they tell us in school. But here, number one, you must have a true right to the land, i.e., warranty deed, a well-supported quitclaim deed, documented assignment, inheritance. Now, with this being said, somebody they're they're not giving advice, or they're not giving directions to those who really own the land. They're giving shit to squatters. So let's just say you have a great grandfather or great grandmother. They're getting up in age, and you're in another state because you in the military, or for whatever reason you in another state. These people will go to your grandparents or great grandparents and try to finesse them for their information, because when people get older, they become more um, vulnerable, because old people really don't want to be lonely. For some really don't really want to be lonely. They like having people around, so they become vulnerable. So these people will find ways to communicate and conversate with the elderly. Now, number two. Oh man, sorry if y'all hear some snoring. That's my little puppy in the background. She's 12 weeks old. But anyways, find a land description on your right to the land and get it into the land allotment records. Well, the Notice Indian Act, and I want to bring this to you guys' attention because I've been telling y'all for hella long that you need to tap in and get your family records and see what tribe your family come from, and then when you do that, you could get land allotment records. Well, the same thing that went on in Oklahoma is going on in California. It's going on all across this country. Lands are being restored back to the families, and this is about heritage. This ain't about motherfucking, corporation and institutions, ideologies, and shit like that. Not fuck all that. We talking about family. We talking about traditions. We talking about culture. So let me play this clip for y'all.
Nearly a century ago, officials in Los Angeles County are taking steps to return scenic Manhattan Beach property that was seized from a black family. And ABC's Zorian Shah is right there this morning. Zorian, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. A family bought this land about 100 years ago for under $2,000. They were one of Manhattan Beach's first black landowners until that land was taken away. Well, this is a massive space. We are right by the beach. By some estimates, it's worth about $75 million. Now the county is trying to right this wrong. This morning, LA County taking the first steps towards correcting a centuries-old injustice.
We will change the state law to allow the family to get their land back from LA County.
In 1912, Willa and Charles Bruce bought the first of two Ocean View lots for $1,225. Experts say it could now be worth up to $75 million.
This was an injustice inflicted not just upon Willa and Charles
Reconstruction,
Bruce, but generations of their descendants who almost certainly...
Reconstruction, nigga. I've been telling y'all, other people that's American Indians that's been pushing our heritage, that's been trying to push this information to y'all to let y'all know, hey, get y'all motherfucking family land records. Y'all can check back to my old video. I'm telling y'all, get y'all family land records. The state that you live in, the county that you live in are not supposed to have y'all fucking land. Ooh. Period. I've been telling y'all this. Other people been telling y'all this. So as soon as you get your family records, get the allotment records. Once again, get the allotment records. After you get your tribal census records or tribes by blood records, then go look into your family land allotment records. Because the state and the county is not supposed to have it in their possession. The states that we live in and the counties are nothing but corporations. They're nothing but businesses. That's it. That's all they are. So you gotta.
All right, we're gonna tell the story about the Poes. So the Poes, they were some of the first Scott-Irish peas mixed in. You know what I'm saying? Crypto, more French, Huguenot, Irish, Scott-Irish mix from South Carolina. To leave, they got basically a what you want to call it, passport to go through Creek territory into what is present day Alabama and Mississippi, right on the line of both states, the state line. And this is how the land was taken from. So my family mixed in with the Choctaw once they got there to this backcountry. They were the first family in Mississippi, present day Mississippi. So let's go into Grandpa Wesley. They denied our heritage on the sense of just like, I've got videos in the past. We can go back and watch those on what's going on. This is about the land right now. We can get into Indian history later, but it's about the land. Okay, you get down here to your U.S. General Land Office. See, basically what had happened was whenever he went, he wanted to stay in Mississippi. He he knew of his heritage, but we've been living the high society life for quite a while. Then what I mean, for about 2 generations. So it's kind of disconnected from who he was. You know what I mean? Because he lived amongst French and you know Chief Pushman Tata, who was basically a bleached out. You know what I'm saying? These parts of the Choctaw that was over here took Christian names and had began to assimilate. We began to assimilate. But this land was to be have and held forever. You know what I'm saying? Doing too much. You see, we had all these multiple, so that's what happened when you had a bunch of other people's trees. And I had mine. I think this is mine. My scrap tree. My experimental tree. As you can see, it's all the same kids. I don't think it's all the same people. Just added multiples in some cases. All right, so you come down to his son Jackson. It's like my third time great grandfather. The one who went, his son, his father's wife was the Choctaw. His dad was Scott Irish. And from what I know of, some type of northern tribe, something from the north. He brought down his wife with him. We go to let's go to the land grant. Let's see if we can find the patent book. I think it's in the other tree. Yeah, hold on real quick. Boom. Head up to my grandfather, Cornell Harrison Pegues. My grandma, Queenie Mae. Buried in Arlington. Big stuff. So going to his father, Leon Moscow, my grandma, Beulah Bessie Pegues. Maybe I don't get lost in there. We keep it pushing, Boom. We go to his his father, Moscow. As you see, this is a tradition of naming your kid, you know, putting your name in your kid's name. I think that's a Scott-Irish tradition. That goes up to Moscow. His wife is Melissa Miller, aka Melissa Poe. See, something got doubled up. So there goes up to his father, Augustus. He didn't have 32 children, promise. As you see, 2 wives. So we go up to his father, Jackson, as we know before. McLeod or McLeod. So now we can go over to his. Wesley, let's see, the 3rd great grandfather, World War One. His father is William Henry Geese Poe Jr. So you're gonna go through and read that, you feel me? There's plenty of books and, you know what I'm saying, national, and, real documents. Like you said, we got more land patents for his father. That was the application for the sons and daughters, the sons and daughters of the American Revolution. You know, let's back that out. Get lost there. His father was married, my 5th great grandfather, to Harriet Elizabeth Marcia Poe. For geese. So, this is a geese affair, geese Poe affair, as you can see. Now, we're going to go to the U.S. Index of Early Land Ownership. They talk about Alexander Poe, 626. This is the Chickasaway River. Come over here. This is I can't read what Poe that is. I think that's Alexander written in there. It's Alexander again, back from Moorland. It's Alexander up there. Went up here and got 591. Somebody went up there and put 591 up. William Poe down here. right off the side of the river. Go get your blanket. That's the baby. That's my fault. You got William. He get cold. He starts sneezing. Some genetically passed down all this time. But yeah, as you can see, this whole river, all this land, William Poe again, back over here. Yeah, more land all up through here, all off of this river.
It's also fast.
Yeah. See, Grandpa, he went down there in the Mississippi. Him and all his kid in Mississippi.
Mississippi and Grandma.
Yeah, and Grandma. And they got they settled a bunch of land over here on this river. We're gonna go back and we're gonna go get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go get it. Okay.
Let's see if we can. We might just have to go through the Bureau of Land Management. Just pull it up. Normally they have the website and the info. Yeah, they no longer, let's see. If they no longer provide the link anymore, you just these township plat maps begin with the Public Land Survey in the United States initiated by the Land Ordinance Act of 1785. And this collection includes,
Okay.
yes, thank you, includes maps for all parts of Alabama, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Washington, Wisconsin. Maps were prepared for the survey. Field notes taken by deputy surveyors can include physical details and man-made improvements. They also indicate township and section lines, section numbers, acreage of holdings, and sometimes names of landholders. Okay, we just want to go through the